Una niña talentosa es la historia de Rosalie Bocelli durante sus primeros 12 años de edad. Nació en Puerto Rico, en el pueblo de Ciales. Ella narra en forma de aventura la historia de ella durante esos grados primarios. Pueden conseguirla en amazon.com en formato de ebook y también lo pueden conseguir en libro impreso. Tiene unas fabulosas ilustraciones por Milagros Alfaro y Bill Asbury. No se pierdan esta historia.
I've been here in North Carolina now almost 9 years. I have a wife and 2 daughters via Newark, New Jersey. My father is Puerto Rican. He's from Isabela in Puerto Rico, and my mother is Colombian from Cartagena. And I think I definitely identify with Quixote because I know that I'm a dreamer and I'm living my dream now. And although I haven't reached the potential, God is in control of that for me. With the work that I have and the work that I do, yes, it is very colorful, and I always tell the stereotype, oh, don't worry about it, I'm Puerto Rican, it's okay. So it's never a problem for me with the colors. But I love to get into the part with Quixote because Quixote, he was a dreamer, and in my work, that's what I strive for. I mean, I strive to create something, not necessarily always with the theme, but hopefully so that everybody else can relate to it. And especially with the festival, I'm going to be collaborating with a lot of the youth because I teach art here in Wake County. But I'll be working with the Boys and Girls Club, and I also will be working with the Museum of History in Durham and working on some workshops. And the collaboration that I want to work with the kids, I want them to be able to open up and be as creative as possible and let their dreams come out on the canvases and on the papers and not worry about whether this line is straight or whether this line is crooked. I want them just to put their emotions into the work. So once I see that and once they see it, I just want them to come alive. I just don't want them to think, oh, I can't draw, I can't do this. I want you to be free, because that's basically what Quixote was all about, being free and not having any limitations, and that's what I'm all about.
Excellent, excellent. And you said also that you are a photographer.
Yes. I try to stay versatile as an artist. So besides being a photographer, I also do computer graphics. And my thing is, I'm a little hustler, so I always want to stay versatile. So when someone comes up to me and says, oh, can you do this piece for a logo, or can you paint this portrait, or can you do an abstract painting, or can you do a mural, or can you photograph this for me, or I need a photo shoot or whatever, I want to be able to say yes.
Or a play set.
Yes.
Set for a play, like you did in New Jersey.
Yes, and I mean, it's, like I said, it's amazing to me that God has given me this talent, and it is my job to be able to put it out there and be able to give back. A lot of people helped me out in a way, especially Raphael. I remember the first time he came over to the house and he was looking at my work and he's like, oh my goodness, I can picture this on the wall already, and everything else like that. And just having someone who is on the same level as I can be and be open as an artist to them, and them being able to understand where I'm coming from, it's always a plus.
Let me ask you, are you teaching in a school right now?
Yes, I teach at Wake Forest Middle School.
Wake Forest?
Wake Forest Middle School.
Oh my God, you live very close to me then?
Yeah.
I live in Wake Forest.
Yeah.
Excellent, excellent. Oh
and
my God.
I've taught here now for going on 9 years. Prior to that, I taught in New Jersey for about 6 years. I also was a behavioral case manager for a behavioral health center. So I worked with the adolescents there and helped them out also, and did everything from drug awareness to teaching art and being able to get them to express themselves.
Excellent, excellent. And when you were a child, how was this?
Oh my goodness!
Experience, who was your mentor?
Well, I had an uncle who used to draw, and I remember every time they played dominoes, my uncle would always be like, hey, give me a pen, Jose. He would always call me Joseph. but it was always Jose. I'd be like, he's the only one that actually ever called me Joseph. And then he would write the score down, but then there was always some drawing or something on there. And I think I got more, motivation and inspired by him drawing, and then I was always trying to outdraw him also. So, the dominoes, the whole getting together, going to my cousin's house. They had their own band, the timbales, the whole thing, the maracas, especially around Christmas time, going to, we had 3 different apartment buildings, and my whole family lived there, so going and starting at my grandmother's house, and then going to everybody else's house, and then coming right back to my grandmother's house, and everybody was there and singing, and it was always a joy. So I have 4 brothers and a sister, so we have a big family, and it was always something exciting going on. And they used to call me the Professor because of my glasses, because I always wore them. But they knew that I had that artistic touch, and my elementary school art teacher, Professor Bernard, who is actually my daughter's godfather, my oldest daughter's godfather, he took me under his wings, and he was basically El Quixote. He was my inspiration and my dreamer. And then once I got off his wings, it was my time to fly and be able to take other people and other students under my wings.
Excellent,
So.
excellent. Well, I would love to also, next time to bring your art.
Yes, definitely.
And your photography, and we can talk a little more.
For sure.
But we don't want to take the attention to our Don Quixote de la Mancha. But we are so happy to have you here.
Thank you. It's a pleasure.
And I take my hat off when I see people so talented. I feel very little. When I was a child, I didn't know how to draw anything. But I love to write, and I write a children's book.
Yeah. Well, that's an art right there.
Oh yeah,
so, hey.
yeah, it is. Yeah.
I want to say that the beauty of this festival has been the collaborations. I think that initially when I was thinking about doing the festival, I felt very intimidated by doing a festival for the reasons that he mentioned earlier, because we're talking about a piece of work, a body of work, 2 books that have inspired, transformed, created so much over the last 400 years. So to take something on like this seemed overwhelming to me. I knew that although I had it inside of me to do it, and I had it in my head, and I dreamt of doing it, that I needed to find good people, and I needed to find quality, and I needed to find the right type of people.